bro. All these pound-for-pound fighters are too scared to fight me. They need $200 million to do it.
I got $200 million for you.
I'm fighting Jake Paul.
Pussy.
Terence Crawford has done a complete U-turn regarding Jake Paul's place in boxing. Now, with Jake possibly stepping in as a replacement for Gervonta Tank Davis, Crawford has made it clear that he'd take the fight if the terms are right. This is a major shift from Crawford's earlier stance when he dismissed Jake Paul as someone unworthy of sharing the ring with real professionals. Back then, Crawford couldn't stand what Jake represented, a YouTuber walking into boxing, making millions, and calling out real fighters who'd spent their entire lives in the sport. He even described Jake as a circus act, someone turning boxing into entertainment instead of true competition. Crawford had been one of the loudest critics, saying Jake was disrespecting a sport that demands patience, discipline, and years of hard lessons.
Punch with that right hand, like I seen him, up close in person. Like, dude is big. He's not as slow as people think he is, and he can punch. That's why a lot of people know, like, there was times where, him and Tyson was in the ring.
But now, Crawford has walked back those comments. His tone has changed, and with it, a sense of growing respect. During Logan Paul's podcast, Crawford admitted that he might have misjudged Jake. He said, "Yes, he's boxing. At first, I was against it. I thought, man, these guys are just using their YouTube fame to step into boxing and make money, while lifelong boxers barely earn anything close. I found it disrespectful to the game." That's a big statement coming from someone who once believed Jake Paul was bad for boxing.
Because check this out, Tank ain't gonna lose this fight. Hell no. Hell no. Tank ain't losing this fight. Too many holes. Man, Jake don't have enough experience. Yeah, man, this gonna be taking candy from a baby. Jake is missing the rules. See, this is what happened when you don't grow up in the game. When you don't grow up in the game, man, at a young age, this is what happens. You start.
Crawford explained that his change of heart came after watching Jake Paul train. He saw Jake putting in real work, training like a professional, not an influencer. Crawford said, "After watching him and seeing how seriously he's taking the sport, I realized he's getting better." That means something coming from Crawford, an undefeated perfectionist known for his precision and toughness. He's not calling Jake an elite fighter yet, but he's acknowledging that the effort is genuine.
Ryan Garcia fights for DAZN, and Jake Paul fights on Netflix. I mean, that's pretty much the bottom line. Golden Boy has a contract with DAZN. Ryan Garcia has a contract with Golden Boy. And that's just the way it is. I mean, this is business. Ryan Garcia's probably going to go on a rant saying, "Oh, you're keeping me from making money and this and that and fighting." No, you have to go by the law, by the rules. You have a contract with DAZN.
Crawford saw it firsthand in Puerto Rico when he attended Jake Paul's fight against Ryan Borland. Jake scored a clean knockout that night, and Crawford, who was there for a convention, watched closely. He recalled, "I was sitting there thinking, this dude can really hit with his right hand." Crawford admitted that Jake's opponents aren't killers, but said that for Jake, each fight is a stepping stone, just like it is for any other boxer climbing the ranks.
The influencer world would be the most lucrative thing for my career, and I think I was the only one who actually wanted to do it, and actually wanted to go all the way, and that's why I set the goal for myself early to become a world champion, set the bar extremely high. And
Crawford now says he respects that Jake Paul isn't trying to skip the line. He's not pretending to be ready for Alexander Usyk or Canelo Alvarez tomorrow. He's fighting opponents that make sense for his current level and improving with each bout. A lot of people want Jake Paul to fight Usyk, Crawford said. But no, you've got to work your way up. When I saw him live, I gained a lot more respect for him than I had before. That's a major turnaround from someone who used to roll his eyes every time Jake's name came up. Now, Crawford isn't just acknowledging him, he's open to fighting him. And with Gervonta Davis possibly out, that door has opened wide.
Snapping, all sorts of crazy stuff, guys. If this is true, I just talk about just fumbling the bag. One of the biggest financial opportunities of his career, and he's about to ruin it. It's being reported that Jake's team is offering Ryan Garcia as a replacement for a December.
When Crawford first heard about Jake Paul versus Tank Davis, he thought it was crazy, and he wasn't wrong. Jake is a cruiserweight walking around 200 pounds, while Tank fights at 135. That's a huge size difference, but Jake wasn't backing down. In a Netflix interview, when told about Crawford's comment, Jake said, "Yeah, this fight is crazy." It's two of America's biggest names in boxing, and it's a 50-50 matchup because of his skill and experience, but my size is the equalizer. That's what makes it exciting. We don't know what's going to happen.
This footage. Look at Tank. Now, if you know what you're looking at, the guy must be around 150 right now, 153, something like that. And you can really tell when he's sideways. When you look at him sideways and see the depth. See, from the front view, you can't really tell. But when he turns sideways, the guy is a wrecking ball. He's literally a baby rhino.
Classic Jake, confident, calculated, and always selling the fight. Then came the question that really stirred things up. Would he fight Terence Crawford? Jake didn't hesitate. I'd 100% fight Terence. Let's run it. That's a fight no one saw coming. Crawford is 42-0, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters of his generation. A complete boxer in every sense. But he's also getting older, while Jake is still young, strong, and big for his division. From a money and media standpoint, the matchup makes perfect sense.
Not gonna lie, you really got knocked out. Yeah, I really got knocked out. Watch the fight, you idiot. Went 12 rounds. Like, you're weird, bro. Bro didn't even knock me out or even throw punches. That's sad, bro. Just know, bro, I'm coming back. It's gonna be vicious. Like, you guys don't want to see that. You guys are weird trying to troll me over a fight I didn't even care about.
Jake also revealed that a fight with Canelo Alvarez was nearly finalized before the Mexican superstar signed a deal with Saudi boxing executive Turki Alashik. Jake said, "I think a fight between me and Canelo is still massive. We're two of the biggest draws in boxing, and it would be an incredible challenge for me. But right now, I'm focused on November 14th and getting through Tank first."